Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about a Rogue Company tier list update. This is for October 5th, so give you guys something recent. Obviously with the new updates and changes, this layout positioning will change over time. So I'm going to try to do like a weekly tier list type of thing to give you guys an update in terms of where I see the characters and what I think. So I'm using this application called App Tier List. They don't have Dahlia, but I'll place her here with one of my markers that I actually draw on the screen. So don't worry about where I'll place her. Let's first start off with, let's say Anvil. Let's go alphabetical order. Anvil, where would I place him? Right off the bat, this guy is a defender. He's also aggressive with his machine gun. So he's really good. Is he someone that you want to have in your team? Yes. But based on time and just playing this character, I'm going to place him at the B level. For me, honestly, this is my personal opinion. He is good. He is a good defender. His shield works. If you can pick up his machine gun, that makes your character a lot better, especially if you're a Lancer. But overall, I think that, Anvil is just not as strong as the other characters that I've played with. And it's just my personal opinion. He has his shield. He has his ability to obviously check out that gadget that he has, that C4. He's really useful. Again, there can be an OP player playing Anvil that could place him at the S tier. But me personally, just as someone that's been playing this game a lot and has made guides for him, I'm going to place him at B. Maybe later down the road, I might put him up at A, but now he's moved down to B. The next character we have is Choc. Now, Choc, this guy is interesting. At the beginning, he was hard to manage, but now that I've been playing games with him, especially his primary gun, the one that's like an SMG, not the shotgun, is really good at mid-range to long range. And then his ability to just, obviously get jacked up to either heal up, you come back when you're down, or just get that extra health to just rush in. That just is a game changer. So Choc, I'm going to put him at A. This guy, if you have him on your team, especially if it's someone that knows how to play Choc, it's a game changer, like I say. So definitely, if you guys haven't picked him up, try him out. Check out my guides. There's a lot of good stuff on him. The next character that we got is Dallas. Dallas, he's your scan guy. He gives you guys the first person that's closer to you guys, the one that's approaching your way. So it's a good way to have intel, that's something that you always want. You always want intel. Whether it's him or Talon, those two guys are a go-to. I'm going to place Dallas at A just because you need him. If you have same thing like Saint, you need to have a medic, you need to have intel, you need to have a fragger. There's just, those combinations that you guys need to obviously do really well. Not to say if you had a bunch of defenders, you guys can't win, but having a diversification of characters is a huge plus. So Dallas, he's good. I love his weapons. His pistol is really good. He's just a very useful character. So you guys have not picked him up yet, check out my guides as well. He's really good. Next up, we got Dima. Now Dima, I don't know where I placed him last time. I think I placed him at A or B. I'm placing him at S. This guy has become a lot better over time. When you guys know how to manage that grenade launcher, especially when you guys can ricochet it against a wall, and I mean when you shoot it, it pops and then it obviously disperses and it hits a further radius of a distance for those enemies. Yeah, that's just a big plus. Once you know how to use him, his assault rifle is a really clean gun, and yeah, man, like he's good. If you know how to use that grenade launcher and you use it correctly, a plus. If you use the grenade launcher incorrectly, then you pretty much have wasted his whole ability. But overall, Dima, he's good. He's an aggressor. This guy can push through. If there's defenders, if there's an Anvil, if there is a V, if there is a Trent, whoever may be in front of you, this guy could take him out easily with that grenade launcher that disperses into multiple grenades. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we got Glitch. So Glitch, I think I probably placed him at A or B last time. Glitch, I'm not really fond of right now. This is not to say for all those Glitch players out there that are OP or really love him. I'm just gonna place him at B. Personally, for me, he's good. The fact that he can disorient a player, throw him off, obviously messing up with their screen and all that stuff and their radar. But for me, when I play against him, that doesn't really hurt me as much because I know where he's coming from, like his anticipation of a movement. They're rushing in to try to kill you. But yeah, Glitch, he's okay for me. Like he's cool to throw off enemies, but not someone that I think can do much. In my personal opinion, he's kind of for me. He's okay. But again, guys, this is my opinion. You guys could think differently. You guys could say he's an S tier, but I'm moving on B just to give you guys a understanding of where I'm placing these characters. Again, it could change over time. Lancer. Say no more. Say no more about Lancer. Lancer's S just because this girl is just like Dima. She can rush in. She has that silent running perk where you're running, you can't really hear the footsteps. She could rush through. If you're playing demolition to get to a point very fast, you use her. If you are shooting, you do the roll, you get the automatic reload, which just saves a lot of time, especially when you're doing the the roll against a wall and stay in that position to do the automatic reload. That's a huge plus. Her weapon is boss. You can control it really well. Just having her, you know that person's going to play aggressive, and just knowing her style. If you guys like offense, you guys like to gun and shoot, go through, pick up Lancer. Again, I have guides on her. She's really good. I'll place her on the S tier. The next person I got is Phantom. Now, Phantom this is my personal opinion. Now, you're telling me I'm going to place her at C just because I suck with her. I'm not good with the sniping. Her DMR is okay in comparison to the other DMRs in the game. But again, this is because I cannot play her. I cannot snipe for the ever. I can't even land a shot. I could do it sometimes if you catch me on a good day, but if you were to tell me on paper, Phantom, where does she stand on paper, I'm gonna place her on S. If you got a teammate that can land those shots at a distance, get that one shot kill, or even hurt them easily, for sure have Phantom on your squad. Now, if you guys are not good and you guys suck, do not get her. It's like white or black. You're either good or you're not. There's nothing in between. You got to be really good with these sniping shots. So on paper, I put her on S tier. Me personally, C, because I suck. I can't, I haven't even done a guide for her because that's how bad I am. But paper, S for sure. But I'll place her here because this is my opinion, my tier list on Phantom. But she's good. Don't get me wrong. When you have somebody that can shoot, she's boss. Next, we got Ronin. Now, Ronin, she's good. Over time, I think I placed her on S. I'm going to put her at A. Not to say she is an S. I just think, I don't want to make S a super big list. S, there's a reason why characters are up there. And Ronin, with her knife throw, her assault rifle, her abilities overall not being found on the radar, there's some cool perks about that. And if you're someone that knows how to throw melee weapons, you are going to be OP with throwing that knife, especially when someone hits that trap, they blow up, or you throw the trap, you shoot it, they blow up. There's a lot of creative scenarios that you guys can do with Ronin. And if you guys haven't played her yet, check out my guides as well. Again, I have guides for all these characters except Phantom. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. Next up, we got Saint. So Saint, I'm placing him at S. Now this guy, he's still one of my favorite characters. I would say top 3, just because he's a medic. Having someone on your team that can revive, especially me, I can get plus 10 revives in a game. That's helpful. You can help your teammates revive quicker. His guns are fast. The Mamba, that assault rifle, that's a scope in there. He's good. There's nothing to explain. You need a medic on your team. You cannot have a fragger, a medic. You can't have a fragger, defender, a fragger, defender, and no medic. Then you're going to die fast. You're not going to last long in a match. And the likelihood of you guys losing is pretty high if the enemy squad has a Saint, let alone if they have Saint and Dahlia. So Saint, you guys know where he stands. I place him on S. Next up, we got Scorch. Now, Scorch is a character that you have to know how to shoot her weapon. Now, her SMG, honestly, the recoil is pretty bad in my opinion for me. But I've seen players where they play really good. I've seen some pro players play really good with her. So again, I think if you're really good with her, she would be probably A. S will be pushing it, but for me, B. Just because, you pick up SMG, you're shooting at a distance, you got to be really close with that gun. The shotgun is the same thing. Unless you guys pick up an assault rifle with Scorch, I'm meaning like an enemy assault rifle, she moves up to an A. Because then when you hit that, ability, you're just jacked up. But with her guns, her abilities, she's good. But for me personally, I'll place her at B. She's offensive, obviously. She's really aggressive. She's good. There's a lot of good players that can put her higher in this list, but for me, just to give you guys a well-balanced list, I place her at B. Talon. Now, Talon is coming up next. Talon is nice. He's very nice. Man, this one's hard because he gives you that intel that you need. I do like the ability that you can throw that gadget, pick it up. I'm going to place him at S just because I've had some good games with the Talon. Initially, I didn't have many good games because I couldn't understand the character really well, and that's me just playing a couple of games. After I played a lot of games, you know, like if you place his gadget in creative places like the rooftop, a big pillar at a high point, you know, you get to see a lot of people moving. You pick up a lot of assists. That means you get a lot of cash in the next round. But at the same time, you guys move to one point to another. You pick up that gadget, reuse it at another location. So there's a lot of useful tactics about Talon. His weapon is good. The guy's he's pretty good. And if you guys haven't checked him out, he's pretty dope. I would probably put him above Dallas, even though I find him kind of similar, but Talon is really good. So let's go on to the next one. So we got Trent. So Trent, man, I like this character because he's a good defender. He has his defending technique. You know, he has his good gadgets, his good guns. You know, you got B or Trench. Trench, I'm gonna put him at B. You know, I think that's where I placed him before. He's good. Don't get me wrong. I've seen players play really well, and I can kick butt with Trench. But to give you guys, again, a well-balanced list, I'm going to put him at B just because there's another character that I think should be above him and Anvil, and that's V. V, she has her poison traps. If you guys are Apex players, you guys know what I mean. Caustic, when you place those traps, that hurts. She replenishes health. She gets extra health if she's at full 100%. Her guns are good. It's just, she's better. She's a better defender, in my opinion, than Trench. Anvil, you know, that could be another discussion between the two because they can be pretty intense either or. But for me, just playing this game, doing the guides, what character do I have a lot of fun with between the three? It's V. She's just good. If you guys haven't picked her up, definitely do that. Now, the last person is Dahlia. Now, Dahlia, she came into this game. She's still new. I made a guide for her recently. And she is a medic, but she's also a hybrid. So she can pick any character's passive ability. And I mentioned this on my last video. If you guys have a Lancer, a Saint, even Talon on your team, and then also the passive from the other characters are really good too. But those three alone, Lancer, you do the automatic reload. Saint, you do the revive, you heal up, they heal up at the same time. Talon, you pick up weapons from a distance. That's just, you're making her really useful along with her perk that speeds up the process of reviving a teammate. So if I had to put Dahlia on the list, I'm gonna place her right here. Now, we don't have the picture. I know this place will have it eventually, but Dahlia would go S tier. So we have Dima, Lancer, Saint, Talon, and Dahlia at the S tier. We got Choc, Dallas, Ronin, B at the A tier. You got Anvil, Glitch, Scorch, Trent at the B tier, and Phantom at C. Now remember guys, Phantom automatically can be S if you're super good with her. Me personally, I'm not that great, so this is for people that are just not good snipers. I'll just place her at the bottom. No need to waste your time. Her DMR is okay, but like I mentioned guys at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna keep creating like a tier list update each week because I know they do updates at midweek on a Wednesday. So if anything changes, they do any nerfs, buffs, I will change this list. As long as they make those changes, I'll do that. Or even how I find the gameplay changing as well, I'll update it as well. And then if they bring a new character, then, you know, we'll put them in there in the list. But hopefully this helps you guys get a better understanding of the top characters that I like, and maybe it gives you guys an idea of maybe checking out some characters you guys haven't done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys until the next one. Later.